What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of LKD Talks. My name is Emmanuel LKD, and let's unplug and be real for a sec. Now, not gonna lie. Before starting this, I was a little nervous. Because I didn't know how I wanted to start it off. Typically, I do have a clear concept in mind about what I do want to talk about, and I have notes in my notes app about what I do want to talk about. But today I don't really have anything. So this is for real, just fresh off the dome. I have one idea that I do want to talk about in mind, but what's making me a little nervous is because I don't know how I am going to go about it because I don't have any other bullet points written about it in my notes or anything. So this is literally real. The past few have been somewhat real because I've just been on a flow state while having notes to look back at. But this time I don't have any notes to look back at. So this is, I'm going to sound like a hypocrite, but I guess I wasn't really being real for a second at all. So yeah, here we go. All right. So basically what I want to talk about, what's been on my mind is about just my growth, honestly, just seeing where I've been from this year, especially compared to last year. I would like to say last year, 2021, I would say my fall semester. I don't want to say that's when I peaked because that's dangerous because I know I have so much more potential, but I just kind of revisited that feeling again of like, ooh, excuse me. I was in a community that a lot of people knew me, they liked me, or I think they liked me anyway. I was in a place, I was graduating, I was graduating. I felt like I really did leave a mark in my college. And it's hard not to compare your life to when you felt happy. It's hard not to compare your life where you felt like things were going your way. I don't feel that way anymore, but I was revisiting that feeling because I was speaking with shout out Kevin Padron again. I went live with him last night. Today is actually, as the time I'm recording this, it is December 1st. So I went live with him last night. That was November 31st. Or just 30th, I think. But anyway, I was just telling him about how this year has been a good year because I have seen that growth. I've seen that growth in myself. And it was hard. It was hard because after leaving that church community up in Mankato, Minnesota, I came back to Madison, Wisconsin, and I had to find a new church community to go through and just start with a blank slate. Everything was just a blank slate. And I just had to keep showing up every week. Okay, I'm gonna give some context because this community up in Mankato, Minnesota, they would meet every Thursday night. And I would be there. I would say, I enjoy the people up there. I enjoy their company. And when I first went to this new community, now that I'm here in Madison, Wisconsin, it was tough at first. It was rough because there was that sense of entitlement. Like, I was so high and mighty. I don't want to say high and mighty. I wasn't that high and mighty. I'm not. But I felt like the big man on campus. You know what I mean? I felt like things were going my way. Everyone knew me. Everyone liked me, as I mentioned before. And then I come down here. It's very humbling. And I needed that humbling experience because I can't just be walking around prideful, chest out, like, yeah, y'all know me. Yeah, like I should have people coming to me because I did all of these things. And I honestly used to think like that when I was younger too, making music for the first time. You know, excuse me, just to go off a tangent a little bit. I remember when I first started making music and making videos, you know, I did still have an enjoyment for those, but there was that part of me where I felt like, oh, I'm making these cool videos, I'm making this cool music, people should respect me. They should respect me. But in real life, no one really cares about that, you know? No one really cares. Of course, some people do care that, you do make music, you're chasing your dreams. I had this one teacher back in high school who supported me with my music. Shout out to him. Yeah. And just to get back on the road with what I was talking about with entitlement and finding myself and growing. Yeah, looking back, I'm thankful that 2021 happened. And I'm thankful that this year happened too, because I have to get uncomfortable to get growth. It's the same way with working out. I was talking with my friend last night about working out because recently I feel like I feel like my kneecaps feel weak holding up my body because I feel like I'm working out my upper body to the point where it's building muscle, yeah, but it's not proportional to my legs. I'm kind of exposing myself right now. And it just shows that I really need to work on my legs. And I think I'm too comfortable with lifting the same weight, squatting the same weight, raising my calves to the same weight. But if I really do want to see growth in my legs, I got to, be uncomfortable and have that pain and feel the tear, feel the tear in my calves, in my quads, in my glutes. If I want to grow, I have to feel the pain. This is cliche, but they say no pain, no gain. So that's physically what I need to do for my body. This year mentally, I would say in the beginning it was rough because I was so comfortable, just in my room, thinking that I could do it all myself. But the truth of the matter is I need people. I need people. I can't do everything by myself. I need people. So I decided to put myself out there, go to this new Tuesday night community, put myself out there, give myself these opportunities or make opportunities for myself. And over time, it kind of snowball effects in a way. And I know it's common sense too, where if you keep showing up to the same place, people will recognize you. So stop feeling like, for me, I'm talking to myself right now. Yo, Emmanuel, stop feeling like people will respect you if you just show up one time. No, like, no, what? No, 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 no. Um, like the one scene from Get Out. People, it's all about showing up, being consistent, being present there, and then people will know you. That's how people truly know you. You can't expect people to know you or respect you just off a one-time visit. Like, no, that's not how it works. So yeah, so I started showing up more, and then eventually I got connected to people, to someone knowing someone else who owns this, and then someone who knows this person, who knows this person, who knows that person, who owns this. And that's honestly how I found my way to Next Wave Studios. I had a friend who went to these Tuesday night community who introduced me to the guy who owns Next Wave Studios. And then, like, wow, like, who would have thought I'm collaborating with Next Wave Studios. Shout out to them. Collaborating with them, helping them out, building the studio. It's a lot of fun. It's right now I'm just kind of retracing my steps on how I got here. And I'm honestly grateful. I'm honestly really grateful looking back on the steps that I took for myself to get out there, to meet these new people. Just a random thought too. Sometimes when I'm really proud of myself, like I'm feeling like the man, I just dab myself up. That was a sloppy dab, but I just dab myself up. I feel really proud. I'm like, I did that. I did that. Like if I would have never did that, and if I would have never heard God's calling, tugging me to go after that, or if I would have never listened to God's calling to just go out and try something new, do something, get out of my comfort zone, then I would still be in the same place I was back in February. Wow. What's that one word? Take initiative. Initiative, yeah. I was very comfortable. Beginning of the year, but I'm so glad I took initiative. I'm so glad I took initiative to be present with family, for example. So glad I took initiative to go out, try something, I'm so glad I took initiative to not be comfortable. I think that's what this episode's going to be about. I don't really have much to say other than I'm really thankful that I took initiative. I'm really thankful I listened to God telling me to go after it, try something new. And in the end, I came out victorious. It was a struggle at first. It was a struggle. I'm not going to lie. It was a struggle. I'm not going to lie. It was a struggle at first, but showing up consistently and taking initiative and making, what's the word? Being intentional. Intentional. That's a big thing too. Being intentional with what I'm doing. To have it kind of align with my purpose, to align with what I'm hungry after. Because I really love community, and if I want friends, I have to show up every week to this community night. I really love media arts and creating. And if I want to really create more, I have to show up more, have to take initiative and make an effort to create in general, not just at the studio, but for myself here. If I can't just be comfortable with having ideas sit in my head. I have to shut up and do the work, as I said in my last episode. I don't want to be comfortable anymore. That's going to be the whole motto for 2023. It definitely is the motto for what I had for 2022. But 2023, I got to step it up. I'm telling myself this right now. Yo, Emmanuel, you got to step up. Step up. Take more initiative, twice as much. I don't know what that means. But by the end of 2023, when I look back at this video, about taking initiative twice as much. I'm going to see what it means. Because I know what I need to do. I know what I need to do. And I just need to do it. Just to reiterate what I said, I just got to shut up and do the work, but have that intentionality and know how it aligns with my purpose, know how it aligns with what I'm truly hungry for. And just know that it can bring me joy and satisfaction at the end of the day. So yeah, those are my thoughts. I said before, I was somewhat nervous that I wasn't gonna know what to say, but originally I was gonna talk about, or in my head, I was gonna think about cringing at the past, but then it turned into something as a good reminder for myself. That's why I made this podcast. It's a good reminder for myself so I can share it with other people. That's the whole point. I kind of lost sight of that. Wow. But yeah, it's a good reminder that I took initiative and I made a way out for myself. I grew out of the comfort to be at a place where I never thought I could be. Or not a place where I never thought I could be, but to a place where I'm glad I'm not in the same place as I was beginning of the year. I've made a lot of growth. I'm really happy. Really happy. I can't complain at all. Now the next step is just to multiply it. Go harder. Thank you guys so much for tuning into this podcast. If you're watching this on YouTube, leave a like, comment down below, subscribe. And if you're listening to this on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, share this with your friends, share this with whoever else needs to hear this about taking initiative. Because that's a good reminder that I need for myself, to take initiative and get after it, so that I'm not in the same place as I was before. So without further ado, thank you guys once again, and I'll see you guys in the next podcast. Stay blessed, y'all.